Are you sure this is the right way? What's up?
What?
Something on your mind?
He just cut him off. Upper.
Let's go. That blue hedgehog like me. What did the doctor say about my memory? And just who am I?
And so begins Shadow's existential journey that will carry him all the way over to Shadow the Hedgehog. Wait, there's a ramp there and it ends at nothing. Okay, I just wanted to... That was my fault. Entirely my fault. It's just cut. Anyway, Shadow's shut up this time. His existential thoughts had me questioning the existence of the characters here. And welcome to Hanged Castle, the horror-themed stage of this game. I actually tend to like when Sonic does horror-themed levels. These sort of themed levels only kind of come later on in Mario games, you know, like World 8 and 7-ish. Like, and only then like they're like lava worlds and stuff, and like... I'm thinking New Super Mario Bros. That level with the pumpkins and stuff, but you don't seem to get them enough in those games. And okay, introducing a new enemy, those witches. I believe they summon enemies and shoot fireballs at you. They're actually rather annoying. So just to minimize any possible damage I'm going to take, I'm just going to jump and use Omega like it was no thing. So there. I really hate that move. Fearback. I even forgot to just mention there that. Touching that kind of darkness orb earlier on has like made the world flip upside down, and it also makes the music kind of change. It's actually kind of cool. And look at that! They start the lightspeed dash right before the edge of the platform. It's like they're learning while making the game. It's great. But anyway, yeah. See these things? They turn the world upside down and flip the music, and they flip the world upside down. Almost kind of like with the way spear walking was in Sonic Adventure 2. It's like they were kind of like already ahead of their time and making something like Super Mario Galaxy beforehand. I picked up the ring that key accidentally, but I have no doubts I'm probably going to drop it before this is all over. Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of me losing the key. Happens all the time, I suppose. Let's level up Omega because he's going to be doing we're going to get a lot of use out of him in this level. This level and all the ones subsequently will have a lot of combat in them. This one in particular, out of my way, indeed. I'd agree with you if you're more combat orientated, but that camera is not actually convenient for me. And we're grinding, woo! See, I really do like the visual look of this level. It's nice. It's really nice. I like it. The music is very nice too. I do remember though this level being particularly difficult, and I think as Team Dark it's where I kind of gave up. If I didn't give up in the last level, it's definitely where I gave up in previously for... It's definitely where I gave up in for Team Sonic and stuff. I made it past here with Team Rose, definitely as a kid, but... It just obviously Team Dark is a little bit difficult compared to the other ones. Oh, invisible paths. I don't... Oh, no. That's not nice. That's not nice. I'm just gonna be very careful. I mean, okay, here's the thing. These are cool ideas that they have. You know, like a lot of the things they have in levels for platforming and stuff. They're kind of cool ideas, but not in this kind of, you know, environment where I can accidentally fall or like slip. You know, the thing is that, you know, there's a lot of slippiness. Like if I stop moving, whoop, I slide a bit. You know, if I change direction, it's more slidey. Like, but in Sonic Adventure 2, it's a bit more like the Unity engine where suddenly you can just like immediately turn the opposite way instead of like slipping like this. But this doubly applies for things like this homing attack here. I don't know why I'm demonstrating this. And a lightspeed dash off the edge again. Guys, you thought you were learning. Anyway, oh, I made it. So I won't complain. Team Blast, because let's use it whenever we have the chance. Might as well. Will the fire appear? No, it won't. I don't... Wait, it's just use flight mode anyway, so we can just do this. No worries. Oh, fucking heck. I'll be back here too. I feel like if I jump a little bit before the lightspeed dash, I'm wondering if this is a thing. If I jump a little bit before the lightspeed dash happens, it seems like it fucks up a little bit less. No. And that was a game over. Fantastic. Fuck. Okay, we're back after a game over. Just gotta be very careful here. Okay, no problem. That pumpkin really did catch me by surprise. I guess that's what he was put there for. And going back to kind of where we were before that very first death, where I was talking that tangent about Shadow the Hedgehog, I think this is a good kind of environment for me to kind of get back into that kind of conversation about that, because I mentioned in previous episodes that just over time, writing tended to be kind of his issue. Oh, we're back here, but they opened the door this time. That just writing ended up being his main kind of enemy. And that they just ended up not writing him like the same way they did in 2. And I just want to delve into that a bit because, you know, I did genuinely like him as a character beforehand. Before this game and, oh, not this game, in Shadow the Hedgehog in 06, I did actually like him quite a bit as a character. And that was before he was just like this, because nowadays he's just kind of known as the kind of the grump, the Vegeta of the group, this one that's just like all serious and with his arms crossed depicted and stuff. Is this thing ever gonna come up? No? Okay. With his arms depicted, and that just really wasn't the case. What happens if I... Oh, so this does the thing with this thing? Yeah, it does. Okay. I do wonder, wait, it says power, so I'm wondering if can I punch this? So why does it say power? What was power needed for? Anyway, yeah, so he was usually not just the grump, and that's still actually quite displayed quite well in this game, because I guess this is his first time since he gets resurrected, as it were, when he was apparently dead at the end of Sonic Adventure 2. And I think that's probably also where this issue stems from, is that in Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow was supposed to be there, yeah, this is the introduction of his character, but he wasn't supposed to last past that game. He was just supposed to be like a one-time character. His story was kind of well-rounded. It came to a very, you know, very conclusive ending between him and finding closure between him and Maria, and that was it. You know, that was supposed to be him dead, you know, and that was fine. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, is that he did actually build up. What? Oh, okay, cool. I can't move. I can't move. Look, I'm moving now. I don't know why I'm showing the camera. There's no. Oh, switching formation fixed it. Okay, I am really worried right now because moving didn't do anything. But then switching formations did. I like the way the fires are appearing there. It's kind of like the vines. Those pumpkins aren't gonna hurt me or anything, are they? Oh, there's a wall. Okay. Oh. When you land, you kind of still have a bit of that momentum going. But yeah, so they intended him for Shadow to die in Sonic Adventure 2, and then he ended up having a fan base, as it were, which meant they had to bring him back for a game. And you know, it worked. It made me want to get Sonic Heroes as a kid because, oh, whoa, a homing attack trail. This is never actually really a thing in this game. I don't know why. It's kind of one of my favourite things about, you know, the 3D Sonic games is homing attack along a line of them. It's simple, a simple concept. Can be done really well if you have multiple directions of them. It's just not really fully realised, but it's nice. It's a nice thing. They should do it more often. But yes, Shadow was meant to die. He gained a fan base. They brought him back in this game, and it did work. It made me want to buy this game and find out about him. But afterwards, they just didn't really know what to do with Shadow's character here. It didn't affect his character too much negatively at this point, where he's still smug, he's still conniving, still snide, you know. Because the thing is, I don't think that Shadow should be just a grump, you know. I get it, he's more bitter and stuff than... Oh, no, I have to follow you? Oh, no. Oh, God, okay, I'm not homing attacking. I'm just going to concentrate very hard on this. Right, left. What? Stop it. Okay, right. Anyway, yeah. So he still has a bit of his character traits that he had during Adventure 2, and you can see that quite clearly from, you know, when he was bantering against Sonic in that previous cutscene. Even though it made no sense, it was nice to kind of see a little bit of that kind of old spirit still in there before he kind of regressed into this existential, amnesiac, emo kind of character. And I think what killed it the most wasn't really this game, because like this one, he's still, like I said, he still actually has a lot of those character traits that I knew and kind of liked about him. Because, you know, just because you're opposite Sonic doesn't mean you can't keep some of Sonic's traits, you know, like... He's still cocky, he's still confident, you know, and it's fun to play as someone like that. It's kind of one of the reasons I like playing as M. Bison's, because he's not like a grump in Street Fighter. I know that's just kind of a really strange tangent, but it's just Street Fighter's been on my brains, and maybe a lot of people's brains since it's 5 is so fairly new at the moment. I've been watching a lot of competitive play of that, but yeah, anyway. He still had that personality, but then they had to add in the story arc to him, and they didn't know what to do with him as well. Like in Shadow the Hedgehog, they didn't bring it up here. But in Shadow the Hedgehog, they end up like bringing up the whole Maria thing again. But you know, I thought he kind of got over the whole Maria thing, you know. But instead, it's all like, oh, you know, oh, every time I do that, oh, every time I do it, but I need to get rid of the shield. Oh, actually, no, I can just Omega charge that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that plot point was kind of over, but they bring back the whole Maria thing, and okay. I don't trust this game at all with this. Gravity switching mechanic, even though it hasn't really served me bad so far. Okay, I think it's these concrete shields that I'm supposed to actually remove with this, so I'll just do that. Concrete shields needs to be either worn down or just blown away immediately, so I'll just do this. So yeah, they bring back that subplot. The amnesia thing just really isn't that compelling. It's done a lot, and you know it's still kind of tired because we all know what his plot, what his character arc and his pathos was all about. You know, it doesn't matter anymore. You know, it's just move on. But instead, it's like, yeah, we're gonna move on to this whole amnesia thing, and then we have this thing that you saw in that last cutscene with the shadow android. You know, like. That robot Shadow. I mentioned it during the last episode, but I think that clip got lost amongst the great plague of my recording losses last time. So, yeah, you know, there's a Shadow android that they show in that cutscene, but you know, would it be nice if they put him in the boss fight, you know, or you know, he only barely appears, and that's like in Shadow the Hedgehog itself. Then he appears. Like, let's see if that theory. Whoa.
Just watch this.
We have a fancy camera. Just, you're not gonna get to use it, but when we want to control it, we can do fancy shit like that. That's great. Okay, but yeah, Shadow androids. It's not a bad concept because you are found in a tank at the very beginning. And when I say you, I mean Shadow. He's found in a tank at the start, so clearly Eggman would be replicating him in some way. I don't know why he'd make a robot necessarily, since Shadow's a biologically engineered thing. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, I'm supposed to shoot it with Thunder Shoot. There we go. That's kind of obvious actually. And I'm guessing I'm gonna. Oh. See, I'm wondering like this is gonna be an interesting thing about playing this with Team Rose and stuff later. Is that finding out, you know, where they don't bother spawning such a large like menagerie of enemies at once. Because I do know it's very. What? Come on. I like how she's also effectively shooting her friends off the. Oh, if I turn the friend's turn. Come on. Can I please hit this target? This is actually harder than I. Oh, there we go. Than I would have suspected. Let's just do this. But yeah, so that personality kind of gets lost in the next game. I mean, the worst part of it, I suppose, is the combination. It's a double whammy because he shows up for a major portion, obviously, for his own game, and that develops his character further. And at the end, it kind of looks like he's gonna survive it, you know, and still be all right. But then, obviously, the reception for that game is not as good as they would have hoped. I actually received Shadow the Hedgehog a lot more favorably than I received. I'm gonna go for this trick. Yes. I actually received Shadow the Hedgehog a lot more favorably than the way I received. I like this. This is nice. This is a nice section. I like running down buildings. I'm game for this. That's nice. This is actually quite good. The physics actually don't feel off. Aww. The physics don't feel off, but I missed that. That's a shame. I should have just done a light little hop. Oh well. As long as I don't die. Whoa! Hey, the choreographed sections aren't killing me either, and I'm supposed to have not touched those, I take it? But touch the balloons. Right, let's just do this. Yeah, good. And yeah, so like, oh, whoa! Yeah, so the last part of mentioning Shadow's character surviving, that's not too bad. What? If I went through the goal ring there. I don't think I usually clear the level with Rouge, so I guess we get to hear one of her win quotes. Is that a B? Is that a B? I think I got a B rank, or an A rank. Possibly an A rank. Come on, guys. Can you feel it? Can you feel? Aww. And Rouge doesn't even get a talk at the end, actually. That's weird. I actually thought she would have gotten a line. Oh well. But yeah, it's apparent when, like, even with things like Shadow's, you know, like flavor text during levels, like when he's like, just watch this and all this sort of stuff. It's nice, but instead it's like in the next game it's all like, damn, not here. And I like how in this level you start running, but you don't have to keep on running because otherwise it will just move you straight into that Egg Titan. And you know, I'm not even gonna let him do his hammer spin. I remember this level in particular as being the one where they just throw a lot of these tanky guys at you. And he's just walking on the spot. He's kind of having a little jig. That's fine. I guess there's one thing worth experimenting with, and I'll check that out in a bit. It's a Whale Island. Is that supposed to be from like Act 2? Maybe. Eggman built statues of his own robots, not of himself, of his own robots. That's sort of weird. Oh, whoa! You can grind on those. Okay, cool. So all I have to do is I just gotta shoot this. So this is the puzzly level. So no wonder I don't really like it quite as much as at least the first segment of this this stage, as it were, because Oh, I do like that though, like the way they, you know, the presentation things where they put like skeletons there and stuff. And if possible, I would like to get a key here. It's actually finally try and get a Chaos Emerald. Wait, so if I go to the other side, will it, what happens? Oh, it makes a switch appear. Nice. And instead of flipping upside down, we just move to like a different realm or something. Like they have a nice, I like the way they switch things around here. And that door that was just like, had nothing behind it now has a thing behind it, you know? As far as puzzly stages go, it's not too bad. It's just very combat focused, and since combat's not really something I think this game does the best, it's not really that appealing to me. I mean, it could still be fun for some people, but not really my thing. Part of my issue, again, with the way the control is, tangenting off from last time, tangenting? Is that a word? Is that just the way the team switching mechanics sort of works. I mean, every team member has their own problems. I just want to just fully clarify that right now. What is this enemy? Is this a witch still? Do they just summon stuff? I'm not gonna let you live. Team attack. Every team member has their own little segment of problems. With Team Rose, it's the kind of way your lower members, like, they kind of swivel around like this, and it actually does make it pinpoint landing really, really difficult. This is very predictable where the enemies are going to be. It's in the paintings. It's kind of nice though. Nice visual touch. I'm just going to shoot you guys for this. Oh no. So I just hop up here. Yep. There we go. I'm playing the odds, my friend. It's just... I like that. I liked how he was spinning with his hammer and I was just in the middle there. And I dropped my key! Damn it! I was trying not to drop my key. That's why I was playing it so safe that way. Frick, I forgot what point I was on before that. I'll probably come back to it later if it was important! What the f- No! I was going so well too. That's a real shame. Oh yeah, each team member has their own little individual problems. With Rouge, it's just the way the bottom of her goes, and sometimes the camera angle doesn't support. Look, it's a bit too high up here. See, sometimes the camera angle just doesn't support the kind of position platforming that she's supposed to be about, or at least what I can pick up that she seems to be about from what I've played of her. Let's fire you. Yep, we go. You're fired. That does no damage. Oh, come on, die! Please die before you get up again. No? Okay, cool. Shadows, it's clearly this B move. It says power formation. I guess it wants me to do a triangle jump. Like this? Oh! You actually hit things when you're like that too. Right, okay, cool. Well, to be fair, there was a question mark warning me of it, but nobody wants to pick up that tutorial stuff. I mean, you know. And beforehand, I never really had to either.
It's no use!
Oh, what? She's okay though! How come it's no use? So yeah, the speed formations problem is definitely the light speed dash thing, and with Omega, it's definitely this Omega charge fire kind of movement you have. I'm not actually sure if that's consistent with every power character because I think they all control slightly differently. Maybe we have one of these tracks here. We have to have like lightning fast reaction time. I'm not really sure. I can't turn, obviously. Ah, I try to jump, but steering doesn't seem to matter at this bit. Oh, we get shadow back though between sections. Nice. Okay, we got. Oh, this is actually okay. It's actually showing me where things are beforehand. In the sky reel level, or that second level of the sky reel level, it didn't telegraph to me enough where the bars were. They hid them behind like a gajillion enemies too. There's a key. Yay. Okay, cool. Surprisingly going pretty well. Oh, this bit, right? Okay, it's a puzzle thing where it's like a scale, and this kind of reminds me of that one room in the Shadow Temple of Ocarina of Time where like there's like these basketball hoops. I don't know why. I think it's the color scheme as well. It reminds me of that a bit. And then altogether, the issue with the characters. Can I just imagine if I just go power formation and touch it with multiple characters? No? Well, I didn't mean to. Oh, this is weird. Oh right, I think what I gotta do is I gotta go to one of these will have like a hole in the wall. The one on the right, maybe? I'm genuinely kind of confused. Do I have to turn the camera around? Oh, no, that's never a good idea. Oh. It never wants me to turn the camera around. Do I just... What? What do I do? I'm kind of at a loss here. I was expecting kind of like a crack in the wall in one of them. Oh! Okay, cool. Let's do that. And it's one of those ladders that like change the direction of where you go. Against your will too, you have to change path when it changes. You can't just continue going straight, so careful. Careful of those guys too. Don't like speed dash there. Like I'd ever try to again after like the previous performances I've had with that. But yeah, so each team member has a problem, but even tied across all of that, you know, you have the issue with the team switching, you know, which again isn't not always the most kind of intuitive thing. Thank you. Breaking the walls. Breaking the walls. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Which isn't the most intuitive thing to begin with, but then buckled on top of that is just the whole idea of, oh, we can break this wall here too. Right on top of that is the whole thing about the way the teams actually switch, and that is like I can switch as many times as I want in the air, but they only actually apply the switch when I get to the ground. And in some ways that's obviously helpful. You don't want to accidentally like fuck yourself over when you're just preparing for like the next team's attack. But sometimes they really do want you to switch like really quickly once you've got okay. I guess it had its intended effect. Sometimes the game designers are quite coy, quite nice on this. Good job, kudos on that. Also the wall jump in this actually works quite well, surprisingly. I remember it being a lot more glitchy, but I think I'm thinking of actually Shadow the Hedgehog where they actually want you to partially run on the wall as well as like wall jump on it. A nice idea to kind of expand upon, but you know, it's not well executed in Shadow the Hedgehog at least. It could be in later Sonic games, you know, it has potential. I do like wall jumping, I do like wall running. It's one of those kind of moves in games that's kind of cool. This one seems extra strong. And you know what, we're not even going to bother seeing what he can do that's stronger. We're just going to shoot him down because we can with Chaos Control. Well, that one ring is just kind of there. And what was that wall in flavor text below? It actually didn't really matter that much. Puzzly stages, I don't have anything to... What? I don't... No? Oh, okay, I guess I will just pick up the question mark because I am a dunce. Huh? Oh, you want me to... On the torches. Do you want me to go up here? Stand here? No? Oh, I just gotta shoot it. Okay, cool. Actually, that makes sense. That's like one of the worst things to say before something like that happens, yeah. Good foreboding way of telling telling the player the enemies are coming though, I guess. Especially if they're young'uns, because... But then again, if you're a stupid kid, you're not supposed to be playing as Shadow, you're supposed to be playing as Team Rose. Because the game actually is like, oh yeah, the easiest mode is Team Rose. Go play as them kids to begin with. Like, who fixed them? By the way, you know, like, bundled on top of that is like a tutorial in this game. Amy Rose's mode, or like Team Rose's mode, is the only mode to actually have a tutorial at the very beginning. It has a tutorial stage before the first level. So they really did expect you to actually like pick them first. Like, I'm picking up Sonic Heroes, who am I gonna play as first? Yeah, I'm gonna play as Team Rose. Oh, jump. Hey, you know, actually, if you jump when the text tells you to, it actually is the correct timing as well. I kinda like that. And do I just jump into this train? I see, what do I even, am I racing this train? No, it just died. Best record. There's no speed up as far as I'm aware, and I think I wasn't even supposed to go into this rail, but I am now. Oh, and Rouge and Omega just decided to cancel off that one and kill themselves. What the? Oh. It really worries me. It really does worry me. It's like I'm a parent, and this is like my kid in a way, and I'm just like, son, are you sure you want to try doing this? And oh no, oh no. Oh, so they put 2 tripwires there to possibly kill you, but you know, but you need to get hit 3 times to lose. But they put 2 there, so it doesn't really matter in the end. It doesn't matter what's up here. Hey, cool. I'm all for this. I'm for this. Come on, I can bring it down with thunder shoot. Has to be said like that every time. Right, can I break this door open? When does that ever work, actually? I don't know why I'm... What? Oh, unlit torches. Hey, I'm learning! I understand the concepts! Tripwires again? And witches. So... Oh, this bit. Okay, oh, I hate this bit. Right, what you gotta do is you gotta wall jump and go into these grind rails. And obviously, 3 of these, I think 2 of these possible grind rails will kill you as well. So I'm just gonna homing it. No, okay. Cool. I know technically if you want to be really cool, you switch back and forth like a real radical Sonic player or whatever, but no, forget it. I'm not even gonna try and do that. I'm not playing its game. I'm not gonna let it punk me into playing its game, as it were. Well, I would, but the weight's in the way. Sometimes the timing of the text is a little bit weird, gotta say. Can I get on this weight and does it do what is that? What's that TV? Power. Power to destroy this? It's in my way. Oh! Oh, you can destroy these things eventually. Oh, I like the effect here. This is the Ripple world, the Shadow Realm as it were. And what isn't so good is when they have you go into the other realm, which is all like different coloured, and you can't really tell if there's a floor. I don't want to walk in there. Do I have to walk in there?